Welcome to episode number 72 of Trending Niches, jumping straight into a trend that you shouldn't be selling. This is why fit in if you were born to stand out. This always trends at the beginning of March because of Dr. Seuss Day. This is what it's related to, and all of these get deleted pretty much straight away if I open these. Yep, the first one deleted, second one deleted, and what about the third? That is also deleted. So not only is Dr. Seuss Day already over, these designs are definitely very dangerous, and if you saw this, you weren't sure what it's related to, don't try and sell this trend. Now, niche number one that is trending and that you can actually target is elbows up. This is brand new, it's related to Canada, and all of these designs are between 1 and 3 days old. The top seller has a 93k BSR, and there's a lot of other really good BSRs as well, and most of these say published 1 day ago, which is crazy. So definitely really high demand right now, and it's just popped up on Amazon. And by the way, I'm using Flying Research to find these trends on Amazon. I'll also show you some Etsy trends afterwards, which I find with Everbee. People have been asking that recently in the comments, which tools I use. So, and also Flying Research, or the flying tools, currently have a 30% sale running until the 16th of March right here for their 5th birthday. So if you want to take advantage of that, I'll have a link down below to their pricing page. So niche number one is elbows up. And niche number two is a sub niche for St. Patrick's Day. It's if I shenan once, I'll shenan again. So kind of a play on words there. And I noticed this phrase doing extremely well all of a sudden on so many different designs, different design styles, different colors in the background. And some of the top sellers are in that very simple kind of one color retro illustration style, which I actually made a tutorial about just recently and had to create these. So another example of kind of a new trend, a new phrase that people really like, and it seems to work with this popular style. There's even one right here with a raccoon. Most of them do feature cats though, but as you can see, there's a lot of variety. It's not just about that style. You've got it in plain white, like text-based stuff with clovers. There is a messy hairband design. We've just got literally just text without any graphics, so it works in many different styles, but this phrase for sure seems to be something new. I can't remember seeing that any other years previously. As you can see, all of these are very, very recently posted, and they're doing extremely well in terms of their BSRs. Trend number three that I found for you is in March we wear orange, and this is actually related to two different awareness topics. So we've got Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. This is actually the top seller right now, only published 20 days ago. There's a lot of new badges in general right here in this niche, which is another reason why I'm showing it. But yeah, top seller, 100k BSR, only published 20 days ago. We've got this one color kind of heart design with butterflies and a nice script font underneath. And this is also priced at $19.99, by the way. For such a new listing with such a low BSR, that's definitely really good. Then we've got an established seller right here, 700 days old, again for MS awareness. But then we get into the other awareness topic that people are wearing orange for at the moment, which is developmental disability awareness. And there's a lot of listings for this as well that are like really new, recently posted. These ones right here were from 53 days ago, so they're a little bit older. But this one in March we were orange, the rainbow design, is published only 5 days ago, and it's already got a 300k BSR. Then again, a very young listing right here with the smiley, which I don't recommend doing the smiley designs. They can give you rejections because certain smileys are trademarked. There's a bit of a gray area. Like, I'm not sure which exact smiley faces are a problem, but I would just generally stay away from them. But yeah, published 7 days ago, a 300k BSR again, and this is developmental disability awareness. These words are definitely really tough to pronounce. They're like very tongue twister-esque. But nevertheless, we've got a ton of designs. We've got this one with the monster truck as well. That's quite cool for kids if you want to target kids a little bit more with your designs. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of these right here with new badges, and clearly these are doing well and will be doing well throughout the next few weeks whilst we're in March and whilst it is MS Awareness Month and also Developmental Disability Awareness Month. And next up, we've got tech support. This has kind of popped up out of the blue, and I'm not 100% sure I understand this trend because it's literally just designs that say tech support in a very similar fashion right here. One of them has that kind of American politics style, kind of the Trump logo, I think this is referring to. Here's another one where the text is blue. But yeah, as you can see, many new badges right here on these tech support designs. I did have a look what it may be related to, but I couldn't find any reference to like a TV show or anything that seemed dangerous. So yeah, tons of demand, 60 kbsr twice right here on listings that are less than 2 weeks old. And all of these are basically like 1 to 2 weeks old, the ones with the new badges anyway. So yeah, lots of tech support. Oh, this says Doge, so potentially, yeah, that's probably what it's related to in that case. Let me know in case there's any issues with these exact like same design styles. Maybe they are referring to a logo, maybe they are similar to a logo, but I haven't seen anything. Clearly a lot of demand for tech support shirts right now. It is a pretty new niche. Now moving on to the Etsy trends, the first one that I found is protect national parks. Now this is also trending on Amazon, but I definitely noticed it doing really well on Etsy. By the way, I'm showing it this time in this kind of normal marketplace for you because I think it's going to be easier for you to see the designs, and now you can also get these extra statistics right here from Everbee underneath each listing. I've also filtered these results by best seller, because sometimes you will notice that Everbee might be behind on some of these new trends. If they've literally just started to appear, it might still say 0 monthly sales, whilst this is linked to a bestseller. It's got a popular now badge and it's filtered through the bestseller. If we click into this one right here as an example, let's see what it says. In demand, 17 people bought this in the last 24 hours. And it's got the bestseller badge here, as you can see as well. So yeah, ton of demand for this right now, even if it doesn't necessarily always show from the Everbee stats right here straight away. That's kind of a thing with these new trends I've noticed. And this also has 352 favorites. Wow. So going back to the initial search results, there's a lot of these that say resist or protect our national parks. Then there's some generic national park designs mixed in right here, but the new trend is definitely this protect our national parks thing. So if we look at another example right here, this one's got a bestseller badge, getting an estimated 75 monthly sales right now, and this says 4 people bought it in the past 24 hours. Whereas this one, which is probably the newest listing in the niche, it says 1 month old. It has no stats indexed yet with Everbee, so I'm guessing this is just from like a day or two ago. This one already has a bestseller badge, and it says 28 people bought this in the last 24 hours. That's 1 sale per hour. Definitely exploding right here, this listing. And also shows, because the shop has a bunch of reviews, but if this specific listing had a review, then it would show right here reviews for this listing. That also kind of shows that it's a brand new one. And this one's already received 300 favorites as well. Wow. So clearly a lot of people searching for this, a lot of demand, it's being purchased a lot, and that is definitely evident by all of these bestsellers right here that seem to be, in most cases, very recently posted. And one of the next big trends on the horizon after St. Patrick's Day is definitely Easter. This is going to peak sort of the first week of April. First 10 days of April is when most of the sales will happen, but there's already a ton of listings selling, and also a lot of brand new listings doing well on both Etsy and Amazon. But on Etsy right here, I've noticed a few patterns for sure. On the left-hand side, we've got He Is Risen, kind of a static design right there, getting 25 estimated sales a month already. These are once again filtered by best sellers only. So some of these will be getting more sales already as the trend is just starting to take off. This is an estimated number based on the past couple of months' performance. So if we click into this one, for example, I'm curious what it says right here. 10 people bought this in the last 24 hours. So you can see right there, based on the previous average or the current average, this is going up in demand for sure. And the listing age is just 2 months, right? Which is really, really low. Then another thing we can see right here from the top row of search results is there's a lot of bows in these designs, or croquettes, whatever you want to call them. I went over that in my recent trends video for 2025, or something that will reappear in a lot of niches, and it definitely comes into play right here with a lot of bunnies that have these bows around the ears or the head in some way, shape or form. Then what we can also see is there's a lot of customizable designs on the right hand side. At the top we've got that with the names of the kids, the family members, or this one with James, Olivia, with bunnies right here. And I just made a video recently showing you how to do this, literally how to sell custom designs even with multiple products in one listing through My Designs. And since I've uploaded that video, they've also made that entire process even easier than it already was. This one's estimated at 41 sales a month right now. Listing age 1 month. Right, so it's literally brand new. It's doing that well already. If we click into this, it says 7 people bought this in the last 24 hours. And we're still about a month away from this actually peaking, this niche right here. So personally, I definitely see a lot of potential when it comes to custom designs in the Eastern niche on Etsy. Here you've got another example, 99 estimated monthly sales for this one. It says Charlotte sweatshirt one in this case. That this one's a bit older, to be fair, but yeah, it shows the demand already. 99 estimated sales a month and probably higher as we speak. Let's click on it, see what that text says. 25 people bought this in the past day, which is crazy. That's one sale per hour already, and it's got the bestseller badge as well, of course. And that listing is only 14 months old. I know that's a little older, but if you list stuff like this now and you gain some traction, you could be this person in the next year coming in 2026. You might be sitting there getting multiple sales a day already 1 month ahead of the actual event, which is obviously a great position to be in. But one more thing I wanted to warn you of with this niche right here is the peeps trend. That is something that also reappears every single year. So we've got chilling with my peeps right there. Those graphics and the word peeps as well, leave them out of your design. They're related to a popular sweet in the US. So yeah, definitely infringing on a trademark there or intellectual property, and would not recommend. You're probably going to see a bunch of those, not just on Etsy, but also on Amazon, but they will get deleted, especially at Amazon. They always get deleted very quickly. So anyway, take a look at the Easter niche. As you can see, there's a ton of demand already for this, and the sales are slowly creeping up and will only be going up until the beginning of April. And lastly, another massive trend on Etsy right now, this is probably the biggest one that I saw currently, is Gulf of Mexico. And I know I've discussed this before when it started to trend on Amazon, but on Etsy, these are absolutely killing it right now. If we scroll down a bit right here, this on the right is the bestseller, Gulf of Mexico, with estimated 621 monthly sales. A lot of these other listings that you see are brand new. They're examples of that, you know, no data indexed yet, but if you click into them, they have like 40 people bought this in the last 24 hours, 21 people bought this in the last 24 hours, 35 people bought this in the last 24 hours. So as you can see, a bunch of people buying this. There's also a social club themed shirt for this, which I think looks really nice. And again, very simplistic design style, monochromatic. And this says 19 people bought it in the past 24 hours. So there's many listings right here getting a ton of daily sales. And most of them are very, very new with just a listing age of 1 month old. Some of them have data indexed never be, meaning they're probably a little bit older, like a few days, few weeks, whereas some of them have like nothing indexed never be, which shows, and they're probably from just a couple of days ago. This one has 900 favorites already, and it's less than a month old, which is crazy. So definitely check out the Gulf of Mexico trend. That's very huge right now on Etsy. And by the way, this mock-up again, it just keeps reappearing on the right hand side. This is why I made a tutorial the other day showing you how to use this very same mock-up but create it in bulk for all of your designs and save a lot of time that way, because you can find this mock-up for just a few dollars on Etsy, and then you can prepare it to look realistic and to be generated in bulk very, very easy and seamlessly. So yeah, this one again, 14 people bought in the past 24 hours. People definitely like this mock-up. I've seen it in, this is probably the most popular mock-ups amongst bestsellers on Etsy, if I had to guess. There's definitely a few ones that commonly pop up. This one is the one that I noticed the most. But either way, if you do sell on Etsy and you want to try out this mock-up, check out that tutorial that I posted recently. You might have learned something new in that, and I hope these trends help you get some sales. And in case you missed my recent video where I share over 10 trends that are going to do extremely well throughout the entire year of 2025, make sure to click on this video next.